Hello drama lovers, welcome back to my channel. Breaking news. 10 seconds. That's all it took. At Shanghai Pudong International Airport, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo stepped into each other's arms and the world stopped breathing. A soft laugh. A quiet whisper. A hug that felt too warm to be casual, too sincere to ignore. In those 10 seconds, YiZhan didn't just trend, it ignited global fandom emotion. It happened without warning. No stage lights. No press conference. Just the hum of an airport, rolling suitcases, and two familiar silhouettes moving closer instead of apart. Xiao Zhan smiled, first gentle, almost shy. Wang Yibo followed with that calm confidence fans know too well. And then, instinctively, they hug. Not a polite tap on the shoulder. Not a rushed celebrity greeting. A full, grounded, 10-second embrace. Phones went up. Hearts dropped. And within minutes, Xiao Zhan Wang Yibo airport hug was everywhere. Weibo, X, TikTok, Instagram reels looping that moment again and again. The untamed fandom, already legendary for its passion, went into full meltdown. YiZhan. Soulmates. Brothers. Destiny. Every word trended at once. Fans zoomed in on details like they always do. The way Xiao Zhan's shoulders relaxed. The way Wang Yibo leaned in, not away. The soft laugh that escaped between them, like a shared inside joke the world wasn't invited into. And then those whispers. No audio, no subtitles, just mouths moving close enough to feel intentional. What were they saying? Take care. Long time no see. Or something only they could ever understand. And just when fans thought it couldn't get more emotional, they pulled back, still smiling. Still connected. Like nothing had changed. And yet everything had. But this moment didn't come out of nowhere. And to understand why it hit so hard, we need to rewind back to where YiZhan truly began. Ever since the Untamed, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo have been permanently etched into pop culture history. Wei Wuxian and Lan Wangji weren't just characters, they became emotional anchors for millions of fans around the world. The drama ended, but the connection, it lingered. Off-screen, the two took different paths, different schedules, different storms. Especially for Xiao Zhan, whose career faced intense scrutiny and silence at one point. And through it all, fans watched closely, not for scandals, but for signs of resilience. For quiet support. For proof that something real had survived the chaos. That's why this airport hug mattered. Because in an industry where distance is often safer than closeness, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo chose warmth. Visibility. Humanity. They didn't owe anyone an explanation, but they gave fans a feeling. And sometimes, that's more powerful than words. YiZhan fans aren't just reacting to nostalgia. They're responding to continuity. To the idea that connections forged under pressure don't just disappear when cameras stop rolling, that respect, affection, and shared history can exist without labels. And let us be clear, this isn't about forcing a narrative. It's about acknowledging emotion. The hug reminded fans of backstage laughter, award show glances, synchronized pose, and years of shared memory. It reminded them why YiZhan became more than a CP, it became a safe place for feelings. Still, not everyone saw it the same way. And as expected, the internet split. Some called it friendship. Others called it professionalism. YiZhan fans called it healing. Comment sections turned into emotional diaries. I waited years for this. This hug saved my 2025. They didn't forget each other. clip slowed down to frame-by-frame analysis. Fans noticed how neither seemed rushed, how security didn't interrupt, how the hug ended naturally, no awkwardness, no hesitation, just ease. And then there were the quieter reactions. Fans who didn't scream, didn't speculate, just watched with tears in their eyes. Because for them, this wasn't about shipping. It was about closure and continuity at the same time. In K-pop and C-drama culture, idols are often expected to be flawless, distant, untouchable. But this moment did the opposite. It showed two stars choosing sincerity over control. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo didn't trend because they hugged. They trended because the hug felt real. And maybe that's why it hurt in a good way. Because it reminded fans that behind global fame and impossible schedules, there are still people who remember where they came from, and who walked with them there. But as the clips kept looping, one question lingered quietly beneath all the noise. Why now? Maybe it wasn't planned. Maybe it wasn't symbolic. Maybe it was just two people meeting after time, pressure, and growth. And yet 10 seconds changed everything. In those 10 seconds, fans felt seen. Felt rewarded for loyalty, patience, and love that never demanded explanations. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo didn't speak to the cameras. They spoke to the moment. And the world listened. This wasn't a comeback. It wasn't a statement. It was a reminder that some connections don't fade. They wait. And as fans replay that hug one more time tonight, maybe what they're really holding onto isn't a rumor or a fantasy, but the quiet truth that genuine bonds still exist in an industry that rarely allows them to breathe. If that hug made your heart pause even for a second, you're not alone. Tell us what you felt when you saw it. Not theories. Not labels. Just emotion. And if YiZhan ever meant something to you, stay here. We're telling stories that don't rush, don't exploit, only feel.